Hello and welcome to Marineford TCG. We're back again. 8.5 week continues. Today, got a bit more of a rogue deck. We've got Green Uta. When I built this deck and started playing it on the ladder on the sim, I was expecting this deck to be pretty underwhelming. I'm not going to lie. I played this. This was my first deck when I started playing One Piece, back when the original starter deck Uta deck came out. And that's why I'm using the classic Uta leader art. It's my favourite. I really like this one. The tongue sticking out cheeky pose is pretty cool when you spam I'm invincible and win out of nowhere. So this leader, if you're not familiar, because she's a bit of a rogue pick, if you have one Don when you attack, you can reveal the top card of your deck. If it's a film type card, you draw it. If it's not, you put it on the bottom. So you might be thinking, that seems inconsistent. What if you don't draw a film card? That's the thing. They're all film cards. Every single card in this deck says film. Events, characters, 2Ks, blockers, everything. The other big feature of this deck is it's got two main things that's going on. You've got board spam with this Luffy. He's a 7/7 blocker, crazy. Plays a 4-cost film or straw hat crew type card from your hand. His ideal target, Brook. Brook is a 4/5, 1k counter, plays a film or straw hat with the cost of 3 from hand, and that can play a few different cards. So the best one is this Nami. He's a 3/5 vanilla stat line, awesome. On play when attacking, you can tap one, just look at the top 3 and take a film card. And again, that's every card in your deck, so this is just look at the top 3 and pick one. The other, and this also does it when attacking, so if this Nami survives, they are against a deck that's not removing things like crazy, like a black deck or a red deck. It's just, the value this Nami gets is frankly ridiculous. Your other targets for Brook are the 3-cost Uta blocker. She's really nice. End of your turn, you can discard an event and restand a film character. This is really nice into things like, as I found out in one of the games you'll see here, into things like Bonney, that try and freeze your characters, chain freeze with Doffy. You can just restand your big dudes like Luffy or like Shanks, who we'll get onto next, with this Uta to deny the Doffy chain, which is incredible. The new card that you can play off of Brook is this Katakuri. It's a slight upgrade on the vanilla Usopp, who's here. He's a 3/5. Katakuri's a 3/4, but if your lead has the film type, which we do, and you have 6 or more rested cards, which includes Don, notably, this character gains 2000 power. So he attacks for 6, and then he's really hard for your opponent to attack back into, which is really nice. I think this is the fact that they can't attack back into you is the thing that makes him a lot better than the Usopp, but it's not too crazy. The other new cards we've got this 4-cost Uta. You can also play her off Luffy, of course. She's a 4/6 blocker, great stat line, and she's got an activate main that you can trash a film card from your hand, which is anything. Give your leader or one of your characters a rested Don. This is nice if you're playing on curve. You effectively get a cycle one, so say it's your 4-Don turn. You can play this out, activate main, trash a card, give it on to your leader, swing him for 6, and then draw the card. Whereas normally, because you're on 4, you wouldn't be able to draw a card if you played a 4-Long character. This can also be used with Eustace Captain Kidd, who I'm not choosing to play at the moment. He's 8, so you can play him on 8, and if you have this Uta on the board, you can trash a card to give Kidd a Don to activate his effect. This card's really nice, just a 4/6 blocker. The stat line is incredible. You get so many free blocks with this card, it's awesome. And it really emphasizes the secondary characteristic of this deck, which is spamming the hell out of all the blockers. You got this blocker, which is probably the biggest relevant blocker right now. Blackbeard comes out next set, and he's bigger, of course. The only other blocker that's bigger is Aramaki. Basil exists, but he's a 6-cost, so Luffy bigger ratio. You've got Uta, who is a nice blocker 4/6. Uta again, who is another blocker. And we've got 2 of these Blue Nose. He's just a chump blocker, nothing too crazy. But you can play this off of Brook. You can just play this into decks that aren't removal focused or resting focused. This guy's crazy. You get such good value. And even into decks that are removal focused but not Lucci, or something like a Smoker deck, this can get a lot of value because they're going to want to remove something more impactful than a Blue No. And Smoker typically only removes 1 card per turn, very occasionally 2. But yeah, they're a big fan of a couple copies of this Blue No. He's not too crazy, but it can come up here and there. The other new card in this deck that's important is this Shanks. He's a 9/11. No counter, of course, but on play, you just KO any rested character. This is nuts. Next set, once Shanks comes out, and you have all these Rush Shanks, Rush Rogers, things like that, this gets some crazy value. But even right now, you'll see into the matchup where I play against Bonney, this just gets ridiculous value. This kills like a Doflamingo. This kills Arrested Zorro, 9-cost Zorro. This card's nuts. I was not sold on this going in, but I think I'm so sold on it, I would probably go up to 3 and maybe cut one of the vanilla Usops for a third one. Last new card is this Luffy. He's a 2-cost, 3k power, 2k. If your Uta is rested, this character has 1000 power. This works, sorry, something in my throat. This works with both your blockers and your leader, of course. So this is like a 2-4 vanilla that is a 2k. You don't play him out a ton, but he's there, he's okay. And he's better than this 2k, which is the final 2k. Oh, we didn't cover Shanji. We'll cover this Chopper first. So this Chopper is a 2-2, and his attack is rubbish. But he's a 2k, it's fine. He says film. Sanji is the other 2k, he's a 4-5, and Don times 1 your turn for every 3 rested Don. Character gains 1000 power. So if all your Don is rested except for the one on Sanji, he's a 4-9, plus 3000 from the effect and plus 1000 from the attached Don, which is pretty nice. I mean, there's a crazy stat line, but I don't tend to play this guy a lot, I can't lie. Usually I'm trying to target either the Brook or the Uta with my 4-cost effect, but he's miles better than this Chopper. He's probably better than this Luffy. He's okay. He's a 2k. He's a nice 2k. We need a good amount of 2ks in this deck because we're really focused on defending our characters. I believe we've covered all the characters now, so we'll go into the events. Running to the black lights. If your leader is Uta, you can rest a 5 or KO a rested 5. Mostly using this for the rest effect to get around pesky blockers like Sabo, like Borsellino. Even Rebecca is pretty nice. You can KO Arrested 5, which can be nice into decks like Doflamingo or Bonney, just for a bit of spot removal. But yeah, if you get a couple of these into BY, it makes your life a hell of a lot easier. New Genesis is a free top 3 search. This card's really good. It's just a free search. It restands the Don once you finish the effect. What's not to love? And this is arguably the best card in the deck. This just restands your leader. This card's wonderful. If you chain 2 of them, you can do 999 in one turn just with your leader, plus whatever other characters you have on the board. With just one, you can do 12-12. If your opponent's got like 1 blocker and no life, you can just go 12-12. It's almost guaranteed to kill them. They need so much counter to get away from that. But yeah, that's Uta. Like I say, I wasn't expecting wonders from this deck, but I was pleasantly surprised, and I'm tempted to try playing this at locals, actually. I do think the Doflamingo matchup still leaves a little bit to be desired, and the Lucci matchup can be tough. I wasn't able to showcase any Lucci games in this video because of the lobby bug. People's lobbies are still bugged, and all the Lucci lobbies I clicked on just crashed my game. So no Lucci games here, but I do think this has some potential. Let me know what you think, and if you enjoy these games with Uta, please drop me a sub. It's much appreciated. We've just hit 100. See how quickly we can get to 200. And without any further ado, let's get into the games. Got a game here against Doffy. I'm going to go first, take their curve away. So we do draw the Nami, that'd be pretty nice. This isn't too crazy though, you know. I'm going to mulligan this. We're really looking for a Brook. We do get a Brook, very nice. End the turn there. On 3, I don't mind doing 8. It's okay. This is just a 2k. He goes with a Teach. This can rest the Teach. No, there's no way. We'll just go attach all active Don, attack in for 8, draw that. End the turn. So his best play here, definitely going with something like Jimbo Weevil. One thing to note that makes this matchup pretty tough for us here, I will say, is Pudding. It's really hard to play around Pudding with a deck like this. You kind of can't. You rely on being so high on card advantage. But Pudding's pretty brutal. I do think Doflamingo overall is going to be a pretty bad matchup for this deck. There's Jinbei Moria. We're going to need all the life we can get, so I'll counter this one. We'll give him one of these choppers. We draw the Uta. We can go Brook into Uta here. We'll swing in for 6. Draw a card. Get the arm invincible. That will be pretty nice at some point. He's going to take that. Go Brook into Uta. End the turn. Very nice. So, opponent got 3 swings here. We're going to take at least 1 hit. Goes with the Jinbei bar. Pretty scary. Pretty terrifying. Opponent seeing 2 Jinbeis off the rip is pretty rough, I will say. If they don't draw so many Jinbeis, this matchup isn't quite so bad. But it looks like we're going to be taking at least 2 hits here. We'll see. We'll see what he does. He goes with the Teach effect. That's interesting. His hand is getting a little bit detonated. We're going to take this, and counter this Moria swing. Trafalgar Law. He's going to play that, bounce the Uta. What did he? He returned itself to his hand. Fair enough. Take that one. 6. We won't take that one. We'll give him the other chopper. And then 7. We'll take this one. We get another Brook. We do get the Luffy. We could just do a Luffy. I do want to swing 6/6 though because of the boa. So I think we'll just go with another Brook Uta play. He can bounce it again with the Law, which is pretty tough, but you know. We'll go 6 into 5, try and get the clear on this Jinbei at least. And give us the buggy there. So we've got 2 Don here. Attack 7 into 6. Draw the card, say that he doesn't have a 2k. He did have a 2k, so we know these last 2. We know one of these is Law, but he's getting pretty low on cards, which is quite nice. You get the Nami. I think I'm going to just take the counter though. Then we'll go with the Brook into the Uta at the end of the turn. Do you want to restand Brook? No, because if he attacks into Brook, that's absolutely fine. The only time I would... we also only have one event, and it's the Invincible, which is a pretty good one. The next turn, we're going to look to do potentially something like Luffy into Uta. He does only have 3 cards left in hand. He's only on 3 life, so we're not that far off being able to go for game, you know. With the I'm Invincible, of course. This card is such a strong card. I'm going to go 7. I'm just going to block before he uses his Law. He's going to go 7 again. Alright, go 7 into Brook. He's thinking about it. Because he can Law to bounce our Brook. Yeah, I think he's right to go for that, but I'm still going to just get rid of it. I don't want to see it. You know, 7, play our Mihawk. What's he got? 3 left, so we can do 6, 7. We'll take this one, and then we'll counter the other 2. 6, we'll give him Monkey D. Luffy. 7, we'll give him Sanji and Katakuri. So he's got the 3, down to the 3 in hand. The Uta's gone. We'll do this New Genesis. Just get rid of that. The Army Invincible's not bad here. But I think we'll just grab a 2k. We can go Luffy into Uta. Pretty nice. Great, get a couple of blockers on the board. So we'll have 2 Don left. We can go 6 with the Brook. We definitely need to try and focus on clearing bodies here. So I'm going to go 6 into the Mihawk. Let's it go. Gonna go. We could trash a card for the Uta effect to get an extra Don to swing 7. What would we trash though? It'd have to be this Luffy. We're probably not playing another Luffy, to be fair. I might do it. We'll activate main. Trash the Luffy. Give leader a Don. Swing 7 into Jinbei. Draw the Katakuri. Nice, we get the removal on that. Pretty good. So we know he still has the Law. We don't know much else, but yeah, looking a little spooky. Looking a little spooky. I'm down to 2 life. Do think our opponent has a decent chance of getting us here. He goes for the Brook. Yeah, that's fine. You can have the Brook. He's got Raging Tiger? No, he can't. Raging Tiger can't hit Luffy. I think attacking into the Brook there is kind of a grief. I don't know. He bounces the Uta. It's fine. He bounces the Jinbei with the Law. We can play the Jinbei again. This is pretty smart, to be fair. It's pretty smart. We can go 6-6-5. 5. We'll give him no blocker. We'll give him the Katakuri. Nothing else. Very smart play from our opponent there. No attacking for 7. Yeah, I think our opponent's got us here, to be fair. I do think he's got us here. We can win next turn, though. If we can survive, we can win next turn with the I'm Invincible. We've got 8. We'll go with the Uta. Then we'll go with the Brook into the Usopp. And we'll end the turn. We've got 2 blockers. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6k counter in hand. If we can survive and keep at least one of these characters, we might be able to go for game. But it's going to be tough with 5 cards in hand. It is going to be tough. Goes with the red rock. That's pretty brutal. Get the free block. If he wants to swing into our Uta, he's effectively making our leader a 6k character. So that's kind of fine. 5 here. We'll give him Monkey D. Luffy. Here, so he's got 3 left. We can do something like 7, 8. Can this attack? Yeah, this can attack. So we can do 7, 7, 7. We need to. I think we need to take this to try and preserve the Uta. He does 7, 7, 7. We take the first 7. No, it's too risky. We have to trash. We have to counter this one. It's too risky. No trigger there. Yeah, we can take this safely. Yeah, this is fine. And we've got to go for game here now. So we'll just give him 2 of these. We've got to work out our math. This is no use. So we've got 3 for I'm Invincible. So we want to go something like, we could go 7 with Usopp, 7 with Brook, 7 with Uta, and 7, 7 with Uta. Yeah, so 2 for Usopp. 2 for Brook, 1 for blocker Uta. That's 5. Yeah, then we can do 7, 7 again. That's fine. I think we'll just go with all the 7s. And then obviously, depending on how he responds, we can change our numbers if we need to. He could very well just have the counter for this. Okay. What's this trigger? Raging Tiger trigger. Honestly, that's fine. Now what's better, 8, 8 or 11, or just 11? 11 demands 2k, 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 1k. 8 demands 2k, 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 2k. So let's go 8, 8. We get another I'm Invincible for fun. And he concedes. Yeah, he had 2D bricks. But that was actually a really clutch win there against Doffy. I didn't expect to win that one, but and we played very precisely. I think he made a slight misplay at the end there. Going for game rather than taking out the Uta is potentially a misplay. Also, the swing with 5 from leader is just a troll. He should 100% have swung like 6, 6 with, for example, these 2 characters, so that we don't get the free block. Getting the free block is so nuts for us there, because it negates a hit, and then because he didn't swing into our character, we still got to keep the character, go for the game. It didn't matter because he Raging Tigered it, but it's whatever. Yeah, nice win there. Also, another slight misplay that I could have done. I could have just attacked with the Uta blocker first. Then we would have one extra Don to play with once he triggered the Raging Tiger and removed one of these characters. We could have been able to swing 9-9, which potentially could have been a big misplay to be fair. But thankfully for us, he didn't have it. GG's for our opponent. Let's get into the next one. Got a game here against Bonney, so I think I'm going to mulligan that one. This is not too bad. Got double New Genesis. So I think one of the most important cards into the Bonney, I suspect, will be the Shanks. He plays out the Baby 5. Very nice. I think I'll opt to play the Monkey D. Luffy here, which is kind of weird. I'm going to pop one of these New Genesis. We'll grab a... yeah, we'll grab a Luffy. Turn those. And I'm going to hold this other New Genesis. I think we will... yeah, I'm going to play this out, because then if he does double searches, if he goes Baby 5 and then plays out like a Bonney and uses all his Don, we can double swing to remove both the searches. This incentivizes him to just use one searcher, which obviously loses him some value potentially. This is also okay. It's like a 4k. We could spend this potentially. He gets the 8 cost Rosie. I'm going to go 6. I'll take this one. No trigger. That's fine. So we got 4. We'll play out the New Genesis now. See what we get. We get an Uta. Or a 2k. I don't have any 2ks. I think I will grab the 2k. We can do Brook into the Katakuri. So I'll swing 5 into the baby. He can rest the Luffy. Hurry up. You can rest the Luffy if you like. Yep, rest the Luffy. Let's that go. We'll deploy the Brook. Brook effect, deploy the Katakuri, and the turn. So our Katakuri is pretty big. He's 6k power, which is quite nice. Because we have exactly 6 rested cards. If he just swings 5 into the Luffy, I might defend it. Goes to the Cavendish. 6 into Luffy. Yep, you can have that. That's fine. We get an Uta blocker, which is quite nice. We've also got a Brook. I think we'll start with 6 from leader. Draw a card. Nice. We get an Uta, so we can do Brook Uta here. Or we can save that for off the Luffy and just play out this Uta. I think I will go with this Uta, in fact. We'll see what he wants to rest. He's going to rest the... He's thinking. He's going to rest the Katakuri. I think that's sensible. I do think that's sensible. He's going to give us a Viola there. Quite nice. We'll go 6 with the Brook. 6, and then just play out this Uta here. Yep, takes that. We'll deploy that, end the turn. Got a nice 4-6 blocker to potentially block one of his swings. This Cavendish is going to get him a pretty crazy amount of value. We are going to have to take this out, I think. Normally, I like to just keep swinging face with Uta quite a lot, but I think we will focus board here. He's going to freeze the Katakuri with his carrots. That makes a lot of sense to me. Goes 7 into Brook. He's got a lot of Don. I think we'll have to let this one go. And then we'll take whatever this swing is at life. That's fine. Next turn we're going to 8. We can do Luffy, Brook, Uta. 7 into 5. No blocker. We'll take that one. No trigger there. We get the Nami. So we'll go... We'll just go 6 at Cavendish. Draw the Nami. That's fine. You can rest the Uta. These characters are going to be pretty annoying for us here. It's a shame we don't have something like a backlight. Would be pretty nice. But we'll go with Luffy to Brook into Uta. End the turn. Do I want to restamp one of these? I'm tempted to. It's pretty good against this carrot. And in fact, I think we will. We'll trash the I'm Invincible, restamp the Uta, and end the turn. We can freeze this Katakuri. That's fine. We don't have a lot of counter, but next turn we can play out some of these Namis. Happy to block at least one hit here just by blocking with the Uta. Don't want to block with the Luffy until the carrot is finished swinging. because then it could freeze the Luffy. Our opponents on 9 could go with the Rosinante that we saw them get earlier. Goes with the Zoro. Okay, that is fair enough. Zoro is pretty good. No blocker there. We'll give him 2. Take the free block. And then we're going to block with the Uta. That's fine. So we've got some nice cards here. What do we want to go for? We can go for some big swings into face here, or I think we need to try and take out some of these characters. We also want to see a Shanks, would be really nice. Yeah, Shanks would be very nice. We'll go with... We'll go with 8 into carrots for the Luffy. Too bad. He can rest our Luffy here. If he wants to give us 2k, 1k. Nope, just lets it go. That is fair enough. So we can go 8 with Brook, get rid of Cavendish. Potentially. If he wants to save this one. Nope, he doesn't. I'm going to leave the Uta up, I believe. And we'll just go with the Nami search, use the card action. We'll grab the Shanks and end the turn. So if he leaves this Zoro tapped, we can Shanks it. I anticipate our opponent will be a smart player and not do that, but that's okay. We'll see. We'll see what he chooses to do here. We've not got a lot of counter in hand. We do only have 3. -5. Yep, you can have that. That's no problem. Gonna go 11 into Zoro. I think I'll give him the Uta. He wants to attack again, that's fine, because then we can Shanks this Zoro. Yep, you can have that. Because now we can Shanks the Zoro. Because this is tapped. He can't restand this. So for 5 here, 4 could be... Okay, he's just going to take out the Katakuri. That's fine. So this is actually pretty good for us here. We're going to swing in for 5. Use the card action. Grab... don't really want the Sanji, so we'll grab a new Genesis. He can tap our leader. Yep. Takes the 5. We'll play out the new Genesis. We go grab an I'm Invincible. We're going to need that. Not right now, but we can play the Shanks, get rid of the Zoro. That's pretty efficient. He does have a lot of cards. So do we. And we have this. This is going to be very impactful. He will probably want to be able to try and clear this Nami. Because this Nami's pretty good for him here. Or for us here, rather. Next turn, we can go with another Luffy play. He gets the Cavendish off the Bonney. Plays out the Cavendish. Makes a lot of sense. 7 cards, 5 Don. We'll see what he wants to go for here. Might just swing into the Nami, take it out. Yep. Yep, we're not countering any of these. That's too crazy for me. So we can play out the Shanks to remove the Jewelry Bonney. That would be quite amusing. I don't think it's correct. We do want to take out this Bonney, to be fair. So maybe it's not too bad. We could do Luffy Nami. Find a card. Swing in big with the Shanks for like 11. And we can do Luffy Nami, attack with Uta into Jewelry Bonney to just draw a card. I think that's best. The Shanks will stay tapped. If he has a 10 cost, that'll be unfortunate, but it's okay. So we'll go... Yeah, so we need 8 for Luffy Nami. We get Brook, even better. We'll go attack into Bonney, draw a chopper. That's nice. He can rest the Shanks. That's okay. Then we'll go Luffy, Nami. Use that. Grab we'll grab another Luffy. Or we could grab an Uta. What are we going to do next turn? Maybe the Shanks next turn. We'll just grab this Uta. That's okay. Got a couple of nice characters here. He's up to 8. We're also at 8. He's got the Doflamingo. That's pretty good for him. Cavendish combo with Doflamingo is pretty nuts. But, okay. 6 into 5. We'll counter one of these and then probably take the second. So I'll give him... well, we can free block this, actually. Yeah, we can free block this. That's okay. 6. We'll just give him 2k. Stay nice and healthy into Bonney. You never know, they always have the Hody Jones. So we can now do like Brook into Uta. Be good. I want to attack this Nami. We could do 10 with Nami, 1 for the effect, then do Brook Uta. That's pretty good. We'll select the backlight. Backlight's going to be pretty nice here. You can rest the Luffy. Yep, and then we'll do Brook into Uta, and the turn. Do we want to stand something up? Yeah, we will. We'll get rid of the backlight to stand up the Shanks. We don't want him to freeze the Shanks. That's actually a pretty nice interaction. I hadn't considered the Doflamingo combo with the interaction between Doflamingo and Uta. That's actually pretty good. It does cost us our events, which are some of the best cards in our deck. But I'm happy to give away the backlights. He's got the Rosie into the Cav. Pretty nice for him here. That's his 3rd Cavendish. Yes. 7 into 5. He's going to have 11 here into 7. No, you can have that one. That's fine. You can't have that one. No, I'm going to block with the Uta. We can play out the Shanks here to clear this. We can attack in for 12 into this. Yeah, this is good. This is good. We'll clear the Rosie. Unless he wants to give us 3 cards, which fine. He wants to give us 3 cards here. That's pretty good for us as well. You rest the Luffy. Smart. He's going to give us a Basil Hawkins. Whoever wins the war becomes Justice. And an Apu. Pretty good. So we'll swing in 5 with Brook. Swing in 5 with Uta. He should give us a card here, I think. Yep, maybe 5. It's a little risky for him to not. Deploy that, get rid of that. End the turn. Very nice. This Shanks, very efficient into Bonney, actually. This is quite... You know, Uta's doing a lot better than I expected. When I decided to make this video, I really didn't think Uta was going to be that good. But this is surprising me. He's chaining baby 5s. That's nice, because if he gets the Doflamingo off his first baby 5, he can restand 2 Dons with the Cav to get the Doflamingo still. But because he's had to play a second baby 5 to try and find it, he won't be able to play it this turn, which is nice. He can swing into our board. I'll let him have some of them. I'm not gonna defend like crazy because we can just rebuild. We've got loads of characters. He whiffs the baby 5. That is incredible. He's just got 6 here. Can obviously gain 2 back with the Cav. Yep, you can have the Brook. That's no problem. I might even give him the Luffy. I'm not going to give him the Shanks, if that's what he's going for. No, you're not having that one. I like that one. Yeah, I like that one. You want to swing 5? It's fine, I'll take that. Yep, no trigger there. You get another Luffy. So that's okay. We could just try and clear board again. I think that's probably the safest bet, you know. We'll go 12 with Shanks into Rosinante. He wants to give me every card in his hand. That's fine. It makes my maths very easy. You can rest the other Shanks. We get that. Very good. So for us to do Luffy into Uta, cost 7. We can do 8 into Cavendish. Hopefully he gives us this here. Yep. We can do 6 into baby 5. Draw that. Very nice. And then we'll do Luffy into Uta, end the turn. Very nice. Keeping it clean. I'm pretty sure we've got this one wrapped up. Our board is pretty terrifying. If I was him, I'd be pretty scared. He can drop 10 drop Doflamingo. But he can't now because he's used the baby 5 search to grab a 2k baby 5. I'm going to go 7 into life. We'll just go block 1k here with the Usopp. Don't want to get too crazy just in case. Backlight, not going to do very much. I think we just start going at lead here. So we'll start with... We've got double I'm invincible, so that's pretty good. We'll start with one of the 7s. He can rest one of the shanks. He's always going to get to rest one of the shanks, so we might as well leave the other shanks for last, is my mentality there. It gives us 2 cards. We'll go... So 3, 6 for I'm invincible. We can do 9, 9, 9 with Uta. We may as well swing 6. Yep, 6 with Uta. He's to have a 2k. He can free block. I don't care. This blocker is whatever. Yep, we'll attack 7 with Luffy. And I'm pretty sure this is a guaranteed game here. Draw a card. We get another I'm invincible. Just for fun. And yep, he concedes that one there. Really nice win against the Bonney. Maybe this deck's actually good, you know. I need to test more against Lucci, but yeah, this Shanks kind of farmed him. Not gonna lie. GG's your opponent, but yeah, let's move on. Okay, got a game up next against Purple Luffy. So trying the Uta, he's gonna go first. This isn't too. I've got double Brook, but nothing really to play off it, so I think I'll mulligan that one. We do get the Nami. The Nami's pretty nice. Draw forward on turn. We don't have a Brook, but that's okay. He's gonna mulligan. Just a pass. We could play out this Luffy. Not too bad actually. I'm not gonna. It seems greedy. Give him the sorry. We took like a little bit of time there. He's gonna ramp. Go with the Bon Clay. Very nice. Double ramp. Pretty good for our opponent here. Gonna go 6. I'll take this one. No trigger. Get a new Genesis. That's pretty nice. I think we'll hold the new Genesis. We'll just swing in 4-5. He'll give us a card here. Most likely. Purple Luffy likes to preserve his life, typically. We'll see. He might not. He might not. And then we'll do 3 for the Uta and 1 for the effect. We can grab a card here. Looking to set up. He gives us the Onami. Very nice. Like this. You use the card action. We'll find... I think we'll grab the I'm Invincible. We're going to need one of those later at least. And we'll end the turn. So we've got quite a nice amount of counter here. We've got 4 2Ks, a couple 1Ks. This Bluno is actually pretty decent into Purple Luffy. I don't think they play a lot of KO anymore. They used to play cards like Paulie, but I don't think that's in the list anymore. On 7, he's likely to just go with a Zorajura combo. Goes with the Kid instead. That's very fair. Kid's pretty good here. He's going to be a 6k leader for forever. We'll give him one of these Luffys. Don't think we want to go down to 3 quite yet. We do get that. I'm going to play out the new Genesis because we'd like to find a Brook. We find the Brook. That's perfect. We can go Brook into Katakuri. Here for 4, we can do 1 for Nami effect and 1 for Uta effect. So we'll start by swinging in 5, use the card action. We'll grab... Oh, we could grab a Nami, actually, instead of the Katakuri. We could just grab... I think we'll grab the Luffy for next turn. Return those there. And our attack fails, of course, because he's 6, but we do get the draw, so it's quite nice. Attack 6, draw the Uta. And in fact, I might play out the Uta instead of the Katakuri as we drew that there. We can go Brook into Uta. Pretty nice. He gives us an Uso Hachi. We'll end the turn there. Do we want to restand the Nami? No, I think it's okay. I think we can defend the Nami. The Mr. 2 is still not very powerful. The Captain Kid can obviously swing into the Nami, but we can just block with Uta. He's going to ramp, go to 9. Could play Kaido. Kaido would be pretty good for him here. I will say that. Mr. Zorojuro finds a Luffy Taro. I'm going to go 8 into 5. -1, buff up his leader. I think we'll just give him the Uta here. Goes with the Sangoro. I'm going to go 6 into 5. We won't let that go. We'll give him another one of these Luffys. If he wants to go 5 into 5, that's okay. He doesn't. Perfect. So we've got 7 for Luffy. We can do Luffy into Uta, which is not too bad. We can... Him being 6k is very annoying, to be fair. But it is what it is. We can do Luffy into Uta, so we'll start by swinging 6. Swing 6 with Uta, for the card. We get a new Genesis, that's pretty nice. I'll probably play this out, see what we get. He's going to take that one. We'll do this. We'll take a Sanji. Restand the Don, very nice. Then we'll go 7, play out Uta. And do we want to trash a card to get another swing in? I think it's okay. I think it's okay. I'm happy to go down a couple life here because we have a lot of blockers. We can potentially deal with some of his swings pretty easily. The Mr. 2 will likely start swinging here, which is something we need to take note of. He's at 10. Can drop Nika. Probably won't drop Nika. Goes 8 into 5. Potentially a misplay? I don't know. We'll just take this one. We get an Uta. It's quite good. Six into 5. Draws a card. I think I'll just take the free block. We've got this Uta that can body block for this Luffy if she needs to. 6 into 5. No blocker, we'll give the Chopper. Big Mum. -1, ditching the Luftaro. Gain a life. What's he going to put in ours? He puts the Nami. Pretty smart. I think that's pretty smart. He still has a 6 and a 7 if he'd like to. 6 into 5, we'll go... We'll take this one. None of the dice is 2k. He doesn't swing with the Mr. 2 still. Pretty interesting. I think we're going to start to go for his board a little bit here. So we'll go... We don't have many characters that we want to play out. We'll go 6 with Uta into Sangoro. All that. That's pretty good. Pretty good, actually. Gives us one there. We can go 8 into Sangoro. See what he wants to do here. Gives us a 0 cost and another Sangoro. So we can do 6 again. He's protecting this Sangoro very, very closely, which is smart. It does draw a card every turn, but I'm not sure if it's worth this many cards. We'll see. Gives us an Usohachi. We'll swing 6 again. He finally lets it go. We can do Luffy into Uta, which I think is fine. End the turn. use the card action. We'll trash. I think we'll trash the Katakuri. What can this... Oh, events. I guess we have to trash Uninvincible. Restand the Luffy. Not bad, not bad. If he wants to go for board, fine. Go to the law. Pretty devastating. Gets double 2Ks. Kind of brutal, but here we are. We can't really play around that as Uta. Our whole deck revolves around drawing 5,000 cards, so law's kind of just whatever. Goes with this into Uta. We'll let him have that. That's okay. Six into 5. We'll take 3 block. Seven into 7. We'll give him no blocker Katakuri. 9 into 7. Block there. This guy doesn't know how to bind the all things button. 12 into 5, 12 into 7, yeah, you definitely got that one. Gotta give him that one. So we'll definitely look to take out the Mr. 2. We can play out the Nami. The blue nose can be pretty good here, I think. I think we'll start with the Nami, see what we get off the Nami. We get a 2K, that's pretty nice. I don't think the Luffy, we're not going to be able to play the Luffy, really. So we'll just grab this 2K Luffy. So we'll start, I think, with just 5 into the Mr. 2, get rid of that. He wants to block 1K, I think that's a pretty big mistake. Yep, lets it go. We can go 6 into Zorajuro. And then 10 into Useless Mid. Yeah, we'll go 6 into Zorajuro. Draw that. Lets it go. Nice. 10 into Useless Mid. You might just block with the law here. I'm anticipating that potentially. But we'll see. You know, if he goes 2K, 1K, he goes 0 cost with Sangoro. Okay. That's not bad. He's got no cards though. We get a blue no blocker, which is pretty nice. You can probably clear a decent amount of our board here, but we do have the Shanks to remove one of his characters, which will be nice, and we can potentially restabilize from there. Nami, unlikely to be cleared, which will be nice. We'll get an extra bit of value out of her. Yeah, I think potentially he should have just given us the law blocker there, rather than using his entire hand to save the kid. I do appreciate the Jet Gatling and the Sangora aren't the best cards right now, though. 8 into 7. Definitely not, sir. We'll give him no blocker. We'll give him this Luffy. He's going to draw a Don to ramp his life. Okay, he's back to 10. Does get to draw a card there. We are also in a position where we could kind of go for game. He's going to play out the Franosuke. Interesting. Going to attack this into the brook. I'll let him have the brook. Attack law into brook. You can have it. I think we need to keep these last couple counters to potentially try and defend our Luffy. It will all depend what he does with these Dons. 7. He's going to have 7, 8, 9. So we can defend this, actually. We'll give him the Sanji there. Yeah, and I do think defending this is worth it. Excuse me. Just dying there. Yeah, we'll definitely block with Bluno there. That's very nice. We'll go... Likely going to go with Shanks here. Get rid of this Linlin. What do we want? Do we want to? Yeah, I think we do. I think we do want to go with the Shanks here. So we're probably not clearing this kid. I'd rather get a draw with the Nami, I think. So we'll go 5 into Renosuke. Use the card action. We'll take a I'm Invincible. That's going to be useful for a future turn. We have no idea what this last card in his hand is, but that's okay. Go 5 into 5. Go 7 into 5. So 7 into 6, rather. Yep. And we'll deploy the Shanks, getting rid of the... I think I'm getting rid of the kid here, actually. We'll end the turn. I don't really want him to be a 6k leader. We're still nice and healthy. We've got double I'm Invincible for next turn. This Shanks isn't going anywhere. He can clear the Nami and the Luffy unless he plays really poorly. But we're going to keep the Shanks. 9 into 7. Yep, you can have that. Luffy finally goes down. He's put in a lot of work. Can't complain. Goes 5 for Queen. That's fair. That could save him here, to be fair. Then he'll swing this Luffy into the Nami, I assume. He's got to work out what he wants to trash. Probably just a brick. Getting another blocker down from here would be very nice. I will say that. Trashes a Zoroark. Does say to me that his hand is quite good, because Zoroark is not a bad card for him to play out here. It's certainly not a bad card. 5 into 5. I'm not going to give you that. I'm not giving you that. If 6, I would have done. Sangoro. Sangoro is pretty good. So we've got double I'm Invincible. I think we have a decent shot at going for game here. We'll attack in for 5. Use the card action. We get another I'm Invincible. I'm not sure we need it, but... No, I don't think we're even going to play it. So we'll just take a Brook for a 1k counter. He's got to counter this one. If he doesn't have counter for this one, he's cooked. He's just cooked. Because we can do... What do we have? We have 8, 8, 8, and then 11. Which is pretty powerful. And if he manages to somehow have this life after the 8, 8, 8, we can do 11 into Linlin, to clear the Linlin. He's going to have to give us this Queen. He's got to counter this one. You have to counter this one. But yeah, I'm actually quite surprised how well Uta's done here. I wasn't expecting Uta to be a very strong deck in this meta. But, you know, my girl's putting in work. Attack 8, draw that card. Not bad, we'll play that, just cycle it out. New Genesis, super nice, doesn't cost a Don, so you can just cycle it. We'll play this. We'll just grab an Uta. Go, I am Invincible. 8 again. And this will be game. This will be game. There is no possible way he can get out of this. Because we have another I'm Invincible. And that's the power of this card, that you can really make some pretty crazy comebacks here. So nice win there against Purple Luffy. Let's get into the next one. GG's to our opponent. Hello and welcome back. I hope you enjoyed those games with Green Uta. I think we're able to showcase that this deck can really kick it with the meta. Got some nice matches there against some pretty strong decks. You never know what your opponents are like on the sim, always hard to make a read. But I think we showed that Uta has some potential in this format. I think the one thing that the problem this deck has, other than a couple of dodgy matchups into things like Doffy and Lucci, is it's very predictable. Your opponent's going to know pretty much every card in your deck. They're going to know pretty much exactly what you can do. And there's also not that much room to experiment with the list. You could try putting 8-cost Kid back in. That would make your Doflamingo matchup much better. You could also try increasing the shanks and decreasing these Usops, even go up to 4 shanks. That'll make your matchups into things like Lucci potentially better, because then you can clear their Gecko Morias and potentially have a chance to outlast them in the late game. But being very reactive, the shanks, it's a little tough. It's a little tough. If Straw Sword was a 1 cost, I'd consider playing a couple of Straw Swords so that you could go Straw Sword Shanks. Say that 50 times. But unfortunately it's not. But anyway, let me know what you think of Uta. Let me know if there's any changes you would make. Let me know what you think of the Shanks. Do you think Kid's better? I think Kid might be better. I'm going to try out Kid in a few games, probably tomorrow. I don't think I'll be uploading them, but if it goes well, who knows? But either way, thank you for watching. If you made it this far, please drop a sub. Tomorrow we're coming at you with Purple Luffy, 8.5 Purple Luffy with all the new Straw Hat cards. Day after that will be Smoker. And after that will be a yellow deck. I haven't decided which yellow deck. Probably Katakuri. But I really don't like Katakuri. I find the deck very boring. So we'll see. Maybe I'll cook something else up. But either way, thank you for watching. Hope you have a lovely rest of your day.